Yo guys, in today's video I will be showing you some Valcam spots that work incredibly well for me that might help you guys in some of your rank matches. I'm not a Valk main, but I use these on the regular and they absolutely do work, so make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. So normally I'd tell you guys a little camera spot would be out here to get some intel, maybe on on the side just to see if they're spawning out here, but I actually really like this one. I use this one quite a lot in my diamond matches. Put it right there, you can see the whole room entry. And normally when people come around this corner for swinging, they won't be, you're checking that corner, you're not really checking this. So it's not a Valcam that will last you that long, but it'll get you a lot of intel. The only bad thing is that you can see it from that window, so that's number one. Moving on in the same kind of vein, you can put one right here, just on the underside. Again, the blue little dot will give it kind of away. These little Valcams I'm showing you, you can't see directly. They're more like info cameras. You want someone to be on them. When you come up these stairs, you don't look for Val cameras necessarily, even if you know they have a Valkyrie. You're kind of checking main spots while you're coming up to the stairs. Give you nice vision on all the way to 90 corridor, and also up the stairs and coming through here. The third one I will be showing you is this one. Also because it kind of actually blends in with the pattern. I know it's kind of silly, but genuinely I've used this one quite a few times. It's a bit of a silly one and they can definitely see it. It definitely does stand out. It's not an amazing one, but if you're trying to play from below for a C4, stop the A default plants. A lot of the time in these corners you can C4 from below, be able to get them. Also can see in the corridor. If you make a rotate up here, like up here, then you can see through it as well. See into that plant spot, as you can see. So that's number 3. I've showed you some Valcams in Aviator. I'm going to show you some in Trophy in Games Room now.
Bomb locations are secure.
There's an incredibly cool Valkyrie camera I can show you guys, which doesn't get utilized enough. It's a little bit of work for it, but I genuinely do think it's worth it. So you come all the way down here, you come to the hatch, you break the panels here. That's what the deagle's so good for. You break it. And then you throw it straight up in that gap that you've just broken. It sticks to the bottom of the bed. Obviously, yes, this gives it away if they're coming from below, but it gives you incredible intel. Like, this is probably the best Valcam from the list, is this one. Gives you incredible intel from this window, that window, coming in closet as well, and even if they come from bathroom this way. Also, see who's hard breaching what, etc, etc. Absolutely incredible Valcam. Do use this one. This one's probably the best one on the list. Yo, guys, look at this. Sub to Rasco. Don't forget to sub to Rasco 100 on YouTube right now. Hit that button. Thanks to CJ for bringing us this little message. I don't know what is going on here with the why they're going like weird, but hey, let's move. So the next one I'll be showing you is right here with a little spinning Monty to show you, to distract you. Anywhere between this little tip and that tip, and you put it right on the edge. And this camera will give you info here, info up the stairs, info in the corridor, and also if this is open and anything going on here. Obviously now with Valcams you can't put them in places outside, so you kind of got to use them for intel in multiple spots, otherwise it isn't really worth it anymore. So that's number 2 for you guys to try. Very easy one. Again, a little bit hidden from coming up the stairs. At other angles it's not the first thing you see. In some angles it's impossible to see, so it won't be, the camera won't be given away unless you red ping really. Valcam number 3 is not the best, but I've looked around in these rooms and I haven't really got a spot that I think is the best. You can obviously put them always in the corners, like little corners for intel, but the best one I found that I use in my games is this one right here. Again, not the best one, but it does blend in. It's not the best, but if you throw them on lights, they do tend to be harder to see. If there was no blue bit on the Valkyrie camera, the throwing on lights would be my go-to play all the time. But again, a pretty good camera. You can see into here. You can see here. If I would open one of these maybe potentially, or open the bottom so you can see in the window. It's not the best one. This one's probably the worst out of the 3, but it's a decent third one. Could throw it on the bottom of here or there, but those are more obvious to me, or maybe at the end of this corridor behind the table right here. Right, moving to some downstairs cameras, because you gotta win your top floors with those cameras. So we're moving downstairs. You just come here, lie to the sofa, throw it anywhere along this panel, but obviously more tucked the better, so just aim for like the little shadow bit there, but you don't want to line it up with the post, otherwise you'll see the bedpost. So I think a little bit lower than that. No, that's fine. You just can't quite see the doorway, but you can see anyone who comes into the doorway. You can see B-side door, you can see the hallway, and you can, if I move out of the way, you can kind of see into here as well. So this one is an excellent one. Definitely not easy to see. This is probably one of my favorite ones downstairs. Genuinely one of the hardest ones to see unless it gets droned, or an IQ, of course. The next camera is a little stealthy, sneaky one. You used to be able to put them on plants right here, so you throw them in the plant, but right now if you do that, it'll just break the plant. plant. So what you want to do is just come right in the corner, don't hit the plant pot, throw it right in the corner. They will be pre-aiming other corners, will be coming down here first, and if you come from the hallway or upstairs or downstairs, this is not a camera you will see. If you come around the corners, you're pre-aiming at other corners, you won't see that camera straight away. It's not the best one, but you know, with these Valkyrie cameras you want actively someone watching to give info. These are info cameras more than anything. This one's throwing it back a bit. You get rid of this corner. It's a very easy, simple Val cam. It's not amazing. You place it right there. You can see into the toilet jumping. You can see in the hallway. And into the vault and behind. Maybe even a plant spot there also. It's not the best one. This one definitely is incredibly obvious. But as you can see, with a lot of these Val cams, you are not looking for the Val cams. You're looking for the people, and the Val cams will give a bit of extra information to help you win the round. Right. Showing you this one, I absolutely found this one by accident, and it is kind of funny, this one. You come to this light, line it up with the ball, hit it on the ball. This one's fantastic. You can see into here, into the doorway over on A side, and you can even see in here. This is probably one of my go-to recommendations now. Absolutely try this one. It isn't easy to spot. It generally looks a bit like a light fixture. You're not looking for these cameras. These are all kind of hidden cameras that give you great information. Make sure not to red ping. Fantastic. I absolutely love this one. Moving on in a similar vein with light posts and me and light posts is that you kind of want to aim this one a little bit higher so it kind of tucks away and not quite in this corner. You kind of want to aim it more like towards this way. Is throw it right here, come to it, push yourself to it, and then throw it right there, and you'll get to see the doorway and you'll see a lot of A side. But again, it kind of blends in with the light depending on what settings you have. You won't be able to see. You'll be able to see someone planting if they decide to quick plant here or even in the corner as has been demonstrated. I like this one. Not the best, but does a good job for info. So we have two little ones that we've been practicing. This one again in the ball again, similar as that one. You throw it in here, you line it up. It's very easy, these ones. You just line yourself up, your dot with the center of the ball, you throw it in there, gives you great vision as I'll show you. Then we found another one. A lot of bottom of the light fixtures are quite good at the moment because they blend in. I was asking my Mav to find out if you could see it, and it was like you could only see the blue if it was catching you, so it's a pretty good one as well. This camera's more for memorial room and stopping people coming into dining room info, and also coming from this corridor. You come right to this box here. It's not a special one at all. You just throw it like near the corner, and basically people won't be able to see this because you know you can't see it coming into this room. You will only see it if it gets droned. Remember, there's a drone hole, so if you could put a Mozzie pest here, that would be fantastic. Otherwise, if come from this corridor, it does stand out against that wall, unfortunately. But as a camera itself, it's absolutely great camera. Gets you a bit of info. It's more to understand if people come from the drop in here. And obviously, again, if you see someone here, you could throw a C4 or even have a C4 ready, or you know, there's loads of different things you can try. Right, guys, I hope you all enjoyed that. It's the first time I've ever done this kind of video. We'll be doing more of these. Please let me know if you enjoyed it. I will try to get better at these. It's my first ever off stream video these kind of tips and tricks, so do let me know. We'll be doing other tips and tricks coming soon. We're starting off with Valkyrie tips and tricks. Everybody loves Valkyrie tips and tricks, especially with the new change coming to Valkyrie where you can't throw cameras indoor. The more indoor cameras you know, the better. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Hit that like button and subscribe. Have a great day. Much love.